What's up everyone, this is my Game Week 7 team selection video. I had a really good week last week with 74 points with a big green arrow of 1.3 million. My rank's now up to about 500k, so my best of the season so far, so hopefully we can keep that up. A lot of those points were down to this man with 25 points in Game Week 6. 4 goals in the first half was a joke, the first player ever to do it with 2.41 expected goals. That is absolutely bonkers. In goal I'm going to stick with Raya. He's had a really good run of fixtures, and the good thing was he was fit for last week. Now he's fit, I can just keep him in my team. He's a fixture-proof player, obviously disappointed a bit last week, but with Southampton at home and Bournemouth away, that could easily be 2 clean sheets. He's a set-and-forget goalkeeper, he's a little bit more expensive, but I can't see myself transferring him out all year unless he gets injured. Or maybe when I wildcard, because Arsenal just have such a good defence. We saw that when they kept a clean sheet away at Spurs, which is one of the toughest games to keep a clean sheet. So the fact he kept one there keeps me pretty confident he can keep them up. Lucas Digne is the only player I was a bit unsure about this week. It was either I could play him or Anthony Robinson, who's away at City. Obviously the fixture for Robinson's really bad with away at City, so I think with the fixture being that much better, I've just swung it towards Lucas Digne at home to Man U. He dropped a 0-pointer against Ipswich, even though he played 83 minutes. He was kind of shut down, he didn't really do much. The fixtures aren't great for Villa either, a bit inconsistent, with very hit and miss, with just bad games sort of drinkled in the whole way. His form ain't been great, but hopefully he can get on some good form, and hopefully he doesn't get rotated with Maatsen, because I'm a little bit worried about that long term. So I could easily sell him next week, but I don't think it's worth taking the hit this week. Crystal Palace away for Andy Robertson this week. He's been my alternative for Trent all season. He's not really got the attacking threat I hoped he would have, to be honest. 2 points against Wolves, but Liverpool have been good defensively. They've kept clean sheets with 4 clean sheets in 6 games, so hopefully they can keep that up into this run. The fixtures ain't brilliant for Liverpool, pretty bad run, but I still think he's worth it. Liverpool are always going to be decent, and he does always offer attacking threat, Robertson. So hopefully he can get his mojo back a bit going forward, start getting those assists more. Leif Davis is a little bit of a differential in my team. He's got really good long-term fixtures. He's not performed as well in the last couple of weeks, but look at these fixtures, they're insane. All the way up to game week 16, he has majority green fixtures. 2 points in his last 2, but in game week 4 and 3 he got 6 points and 7 points, so I can't see why he can't perform really well, especially how he plays for Ipswich, which is like almost a left winger, and he takes set pieces, so I really like him as a player. He won't play every week, but he'll still do well when he plays. On the bench, he's just more scary. He's just a 4 million defender. He's going to be injured for ages, but I probably won't sell him till a wild card. Of course, I'm going to stick with the same midfield 5, as all of them scored in game week 6. I don't know if I've ever had that happen in FPL where every single one of my midfielders scores. Morgan Rogers got his first goal of the season, and the returns are finally coming in for him. He's been playing so well all year, and he got 2 assists against Wolves and a goal against Ipswich, so now hopefully those goals and assists are going to keep reeling in, because for his price he's such a good option, honestly. I can't believe some people are selling him. I feel like he was a player who just passed the eye test. Sometimes you just kind of have to go off the eye test for these kind of players. I mean, look at the fixtures ain't brilliant, but I just think he can do well against anyone really. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went and scored at home to Man U. So I can't see myself selling him really anytime soon. Mo Salah's the FPL GOAT, of course I'm going to keep him. Another 10 plus point haul for him in game week 6, that's now 4 out of 6 weeks. He's got 10 plus points. He's got a goal or assist in 5 of the 6 weeks. The only week he's blanked was at home to Forest, which was a big shock to be honest. I mean, look at that form. 14 points, 10 points, 17 points, then the 2 points, 6 points and 10 points. It's incredible, to be honest. I was so annoyed that I didn't start the season with him and Haaland. I was a Haaland white. I went for Haaland, but the better option was always to have both. But like I said with Liverpool earlier with Robertson, the fixtures ain't brilliant, but Salah can perform against anyone, everyone knows that. Brian Mbeumo's been on absolute fire recently. For his price, I think he's such a good option. I mean, look at the state of this fixture run. Wolves at home, Man U away, Ipswich at home, Fulham away, Bournemouth at home, Everton away, Leicester at home. It's such a good run. And also, look at the state of these minutes. It's honest, I don't think there's a player like him. 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 89 minutes. He literally plays every minute for Brentford. He really is their main man. He's been pretty good in the past with injuries. Hopefully I don't jinx him. And yeah, he's performing well with a goal in game week 6, a goal in game week 5, 2 goals in game week 3 and a goal in game week 1. I feel like he's almost a must-have, especially if you're wildcarding this week. He's 100% a must-have. I went over that in my wildcard video yesterday, how good an option he is. So yeah, I think if you can get this guy, get him. Cole Palmer, obviously I'm keeping. I was debating captaining him after his 26-pointer, or 25-pointer, sorry. But I think Haaland's too risky not to. So of course I'm going to keep Cole Palmer, even though he's got such a high price. He's so worth it. So yeah, I have 2 premium midfielders, but I think they're both really worth it. The fact I can have both of them and Salah as well is so good. The fixtures ain't actually that good for Chelsea, but Cole Palmer's a fixture-proof player. He could literally do well against anyone. This man is on fire, and he got me up another 200k on Monday night, so I'll take that very much. A goal against Southampton. He was robbed of no bonus points. Sometimes I wonder if the bonus points are a bit silly. I mean, did you watch the game? Away to Leicester in game week 7 is a really good game. After that, he has 3 really tough game weeks with 3 of the toughest games of the season. But after that, it gets good again, so I'm pretty happy with him in my team. I mean, he's in good form and he's a cheap price, so I'm happy to keep with him. If you look at the start of the season, he started really well. And then he kind of petered out a bit, but with a goal back against Southampton, I'm really happy to keep him. And then a front 2 of course, my captain, Erling Haaland. I mean, he has 10 goals in 6 games, and he didn't even score in the last game. That's how crazy this guy is. 15.3 mil, and he's worth every penny of it. Obviously 2 points in game week 6, but before that, let's have a little look. He had 9 points, 13 points, 17 points, 17 points and 7 points, with of course back-to-back hat-tricks in game week 2 and 3. You'd be silly not to have him at this point. Even the fixtures are good, even though with him fixtures don't really matter. He can score literally against anyone. He's just an absolute machine. I don't need to say that much about him. You know you need to have him at this point. And here's the JOAO PEDRO replacement. He's a big risk, to be honest. When you watch him, he still looks pretty raw. But I think for his cheap price and how good Ipswich fixtures are, I really like him as a punt. I watched him against Villa and he looked so good. Obviously, he got 2 goals, with the second goal being a really good goal, where he kind of got the ball out wide, sent an Aston Villa defender and just smashed it into the bottom corner. The XG hasn't been good, but Ipswich have had really tough fixtures. Obviously, Liverpool, Man City, Brighton and Villa, all in the first 6 game weeks. And Fulham are actually doing really well this year. It felt like really tough run. I think with these good fixtures he can get goals. He's now got 3 goals in 2 games at Portman Road, so with Leicester at home and Everton at home in the next 4 game weeks, I can see him getting some more. And the fixtures are really good all the way until game week 16. He might not play every week for me, but I feel like he's too good an option, and I really like him as a differential. Obviously with JOAO PEDRO injured, I needed to get rid of him. And then Rush just as a 4.5 million striker. I mean, he's never going to play for me unless I have a proper injury crisis. But yeah, there isn't really a 4.5 million striker that stands out. So yeah, let me know what you think of my team. How many points do you reckon I'll get this year? Not this year, jeez, that's a bit of a big prediction. This week. Hopefully it goes well. Like and subscribe if you enjoy, guys. Have a great day, everyone.